$499,729 in Zillow's May 2026 home value estimates is the number that makes Seattle's half-million housing map feel different. This countdown tours 5 Seattle neighborhoods, where central city access, walkable blocks, and condo-heavy medians create the $500,000 surprise. Here's the twist. These are not detached house medians in quiet outer pockets. They are blended home value medians in some of Seattle's most central, amenity-packed neighborhoods. The trade-off is important. Condo-heavy housing stock can mean HOA dues adding hundreds per month, plus denser blocks with noise, construction, and scarce parking. But if the question is where Seattle still shows central medians near the half-million mark, the countdown starts right in the core. Number 5 is Chinatown International District, where the median home price lands at $387,836. The lowest of the 5. Walk score gives the district a perfect 100 transit score. And the neighborhood connects through 4 rail routes, which is a huge part of why this price point feels so surprising inside Seattle. This is a place where transit access is not a side feature. It is woven into the daily map. Add dim sum standbys like Jade Garden, and the district brings a strong street-level identity along with that unusually low central median. What makes Chinatown International District so relevant to the $500,000 question is the combination: central location, transit intensity, and a median well under the half-million mark. You are near stadiums, downtown, Pioneer Square, the waterfront, and major transit hubs, without leaving the city itself. The honest balance is that this kind of pricing is tied to a heavy condo and apartment-style housing mix, not a broad selection of detached houses. Dense blocks also mean more street activity, more construction impacts, and parking that can take planning, so the number is only part of the story. Number 4 is Pioneer Square, Seattle's oldest quarter, and it comes in at $610,869. That is the highest median, but the setting explains why it still belongs in the surprise. Smith Tower, Occidental Park, and Waterfall Garden Park are all part of the neighborhood's everyday texture. Its walk score is 97, and the transit score reaches 100, so this is one of the most connected historic areas in the city. The surprise here is not the lowest price. It is the centrality packed into the price. Pioneer Square is where Seattle's older brick architecture, galleries, offices, sports event energy, and transit access overlap on a tight street grid. The neighborhood sits right next to downtown and near the waterfront, so many errands and outings can happen without moving a car. That kind of location usually pushes the imagination toward much bigger numbers, yet this median stays close enough to the $500,000 theme to stand out. The trade-offs are the same ones that come with dense urban living. Activity can run late, construction can reshape blocks, and older buildings may come with different maintenance realities than newer towers. Number 3 is Lower Queen Anne, with a median home price of $518,517. It sits next to Seattle Center and Climate Pledge Arena, with Kerry Park's famous skyline viewpoint just up the counterbalance. The walk score is 96, which helps explain the appeal of the location from a purely practical angle. Groceries, coffee, restaurants, events, museums, and transit connections can all sit close together. At just over $500,000, Lower Queen Anne shows how close the central Seattle median can get to the target, without drifting away from major landmarks. This neighborhood's role in the countdown is all about proximity. Seattle Center brings the Space Needle area, performance venues, public plazas, and event traffic into the neighborhood's orbit, while Queen Anne Avenue adds a classic north-south spine of shops and restaurants. On arena nights, the streets can feel completely different from a quiet weekday morning, and that is part of the reality here. The median reflects a mix where condos play a major role, and HOA dues can change the monthly cost picture beyond the headline number. Still, for central Seattle access around $519,000, Lower Queen Anne is a key stop. Number 2 is Belltown, where the median home price is $502,672. The walk score is 99, which is as close as this countdown gets to a walk-everywhere urban grid. Olympic Sculpture Park and Pike Place Market are both a short stroll away, giving Belltown a rare combination of waterfront edge, downtown access, and landmark-level public spaces. This is the kind of neighborhood that makes the $500,000 theme feel almost strange, because the location is so close to Seattle's most recognizable destinations. Belltown's built environment helps explain the number. Instead of blocks dominated by detached homes, the neighborhood is known for condo buildings, apartments, restaurants, nightlife, and high-rise urban living between downtown and the waterfront. That keeps the median in a different lane than single-family heavy neighborhoods. But it also brings the familiar city trade-offs: street noise, limited parking, and ongoing construction in nearby blocks. For people comparing central Seattle neighborhoods by price signals alone, Belltown's median just above $500,000 is one of the sharpest examples of how condo-heavy housing can reshape the map. Before number 1, notice the pattern. 4 of the 5 medians sit under $519,000, and the full spread runs from $387,836 to $610,869. These are not remote corners of Seattle. They are places near rail, arenas, museums, parks, job centers, and the waterfront. The caution is that recent condo value notes point to declines of roughly 4 to 6% year over year, so a lower headline price can reflect market softness as well as location efficiency. That is why the surprise needs context, not hype. Number 1 is South Lake Union, with a median home price of $499,729. That lands just under the $500,000 mark, and the setting is what makes it the standout. Amazon's headquarters campus, Lake Union Park, and the Museum of History and Industry sit right in the neighborhood's daily landscape. The walk score is 94, so even with its newer, larger blocks, South Lake Union still supports a lot of everyday movement on foot. This is the clearest expression of the episode's theme: a central Seattle neighborhood, steps from major employers and waterfront parks, with a median just below $500,000. South Lake Union's transformation is visible in its streetscape: glassy office buildings, apartment and condo towers, lakefront paths, research offices, restaurants, and busy intersections, all packed around the south end of Lake Union. For someone working in or near the neighborhood, the commute can shrink from a regional trip to a set of sidewalk blocks, which is a major part of the practical value here. But again, the headline price is not the whole monthly budget. HOA dues, building rules, parking costs, construction noise, and the condo-heavy nature of the housing stock all matter. Even with that context, South Lake Union landing under $500,000 is the Seattle surprise at the center of this countdown. So the 5 are Chinatown International District, Pioneer Square, Lower Queen Anne, Belltown, and South Lake Union. The surprise is central Seattle pricing, shaped by condos, not detached houses, with walkable access and real trade-offs. Every number is sourced, with links in the description. Which neighborhood would have made your top 5? If this helped, tap like and subscribe, and tell me what Seattle topic should come next.